Check, 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 check. Are we ready? Yeah, mic's on. Yeah, I'm just kidding. There's nobody there. It's just me. So, this bang video. It's all or nothing. That's quick. 15 seconds. So, okay, first of all, it's obvious I'm not sponsored by Bang, right? Nor was I paid for this video. I just want to do it because I'm a fan. I like the product. So I wanted to create a really short promo video, basically. I'm very inspired by Daniel Schiffer. He does a lot of these product videos if you haven't seen him. He doesn't have like this massive studio. What I'm just going to show you guys here is just a few photos that I actually took of my setup. And you're going to see it's nothing big. It's nothing elaborate. It's just very simple. So here it is. Okay, so here we are at my computer. And here is the footage out of the camera. Nothing's been done to it. So first and foremost, what I do is I'll go ahead and highlight that clip. And I went ahead and did a mask. And I'll highlight the mask. Here I created the mask, as you can see. I'm trying to do this quickly to try to keep it short, so I apologize. But yeah, so here I created the mask, and the reason why I created the mask, which we call a garbage mask, is so I can just key out this much blue instead of the entire frame. It just makes it a lot easier. And the way I keyed that out is I went to Effects. I typed in the search bar Ultra Key. I go ahead and grab this and drag it right on top of this clip. Once I do that, boom, there it is. And there you go, my can is now keyed out, ready to go. I'll go ahead and do that for the other two cans. Here we are. And for the blue one, and there it is. And the next thing I did was put a solid background on there, something that would complement the cans and the design of the cans and the colors. Now, before I went ahead and did that, though, I wanted to color correct it. The reason why I wanted to color correct it because I want the background color to match the final output, the final version best. If I do it now, it's probably not going to work that well. And the way I did that was I went ahead and went to our project window here, clicked on New Item, and selected Adjustment Layer, created a new one, dragged it over the top, and from here I went to Effects, I went to Video Effects, Color Correction, grabbed the Lumetri, and then dropped it right on top of my adjustment layer. I'll go ahead and activate that and show you guys the difference. Boom! Look at how bright that is. That already looks 10 times better than what we saw on camera. So now I'm ready to add some background color to this. And the way I did that is I went to the bottom, the first layer. I go back to my project window. I created a new color matte. And then I went ahead and I dropped, whatever color I felt was going to work best. Once I chose one, and I'll activate it here to show you, boom. And yeah, that is a little bright, but that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. And I went ahead and did that with the green can as well and the blue can. So now you could see the color changing and the way it complements the product. So far, coming together really nice. Now, like I said, this is a short video for social media. I did want to keep it simple, but not that simple. So I thought now maybe I can add some water freezing in the background, give it a little bit more depth. When I did that, I went to Storyblocks, searched for freezing water, and I will go ahead and activate that and show you guys what I found and how it looks in this video. Now look at that. It's really coming to life. It's coming together and making much more of an impact. Now I think it's complementing the condensation and bringing this product into its environment. The next thing I wanted to do, what I thought was maybe missing, was maybe some mist, some fog. Kind of when you open up your freezer and it just kind of comes out. Like, I want it to feel cold, all right? So I went back to Storyblocks, found some fog, mist, and I will go ahead and activate this now and show you guys what I found, and here you go. Look at that. Look, that looks great. Here you can kind of see what it looks like. All I did is change the blend mode to screen and drop the opacity a little bit, and now look at this. Look at the difference. That's even elevated even more. And on this one, I actually wanted to put the element in front or on top of the can. I didn't want to. I wanted the product to feel like it was in that environment, within the elements, and not just put on a background and that's it. So I think this really gives it layers and really gives it depth. Now, I felt it needed one more thing, maybe some snowflakes or something like that. So I went back to Storyblocks, searched some snowflakes. I'll show you guys that now, and boom, look at that. Now, yeah, they might look a little fake right now, but remember, this is right now, it's just a still image. When you have movement, though, look at that. I mean, that right there has just made it come together so well. Visually, it come together, and I think the elements have really added a lot of depth to it, a lot of impact to it, realism, and so far, looks good. So visually, I'm happy with it. Now, the other thing I want to do is add sound or sound clip. Music, yes. I've already picked my music. For me, I would say choose your music before you do your video so you have something to cut to, so you have a beat to cut to, and maybe even give you some ideas. I wanted to have maybe the sound of the water freezing, maybe the mist, like wind, chill, something along those lines to really bring this to life, to really put you into this environment as well. So I went to Epidemic Sound and found some sounds that would work out great. I got some water freezing, some wind chill. So now visually and with the sound on, I'll show you guys these 3 clips and you'll notice a huge difference. That is crazy. That's just by adding sound on top of those visuals. I mean, it almost makes me feel kind of cold, really. It's just like, should I put a jacket on or something? Like, that came out good. Really nice. So, to me, I think audio is very underrated. So, I think having visuals and audio come together like that really complete a piece like this. And, I mean, it really gives it a lot more impact, gives it life, and makes it come together more so than, I mean, it just elevates the entire piece to another level. I think it's great so far. So now I will show you an entire video without sound first. Okay, now we'll show you guys a video with sound effects and visuals with no music. Now tell me you don't feel that. It just elevates it. It just really brings the entire thing together. I don't know. I know. I keep repeating myself. Now I'll show you guys the video with music. It's all That just came out so nice. I'm so happy with it. You see how just everything, now the music with it, or the music added, it just completes the entire piece. Now, some people might think the music might be too loud, drowns out the sound effects. Maybe for some it will. For me, I like it the way it is. That's how I decided to go with it, and I'm really happy with it. I'll show you guys the setup really quick that I did. Now, I didn't do too much behind the scenes. I just don't have enough time, and it's only me. But I did take a couple photos, and I just want to show you guys that you don't need a fancy studio. You don't need all this great, amazing equipment. I just shot it in my spare room that I use as a studio, and you guys will see what I mean. Just a little improvisation and some imagination. I have my turntable here, which I bought on Amazon for 20 bucks. My spray bottle to spray my condensation on. Yes, it used to be a sanitizing bottle. My aperture light that you can see back there for the fill light and my key light right here. Now, here's the other angle, and my camera, of course. Now you can see the other angle. Okay, that's about it. Here's another angle. You can see that I have a overhead light here that shines light on my can. That's not what I meant. On the product. It shine a little bit more light on the top of the product. Really mainly used for the backdrop. I want to have that lit evenly. That way it can be keyed out easily. If you don't have that well lit, you're going to have a little bit of issues, and it's not going to be a good time keying that thing out. You can see here I have my aperture light, as I mentioned before, with the bounce board. That way I do give some fill on here, and then my key light. And here's the other, a little bit of a higher angle. You can see that's on a C-stand, and my scrim that also doubles as a garbage bag. Yeah. Hey, you got to improvise. Listen, they're only, what, $3 or $4 for 30? Can't beat it. I have a diffuser on this light here, but because it's so close, it's still shining pretty bright here, that hot spot. So I had to put this over the top of it, and it actually worked out well. And that's it. That's all I had to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and maybe, you know, and hopefully you guys learned at least a little something. Just wanted to show you guys that the video that I made doesn't take a lot of setup, takes imagination, takes some improvisation, and if you want to get it done, just get it done. I think it worked out great for me. Hopefully it works out great for you guys. And thank you guys for stopping by, checking out my channel, checking out this video. If you could do me a favor, a solid, whatever you want to call it, hit that subscribe button. That always helps me out. Like my video, this video, whatever other ones you might enjoy on here. I appreciate you guys. Thanks again, and I will see you guys next time. Peace! That's the problem with having a window there and people walking by.